It's in the game.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And the Jayhawks will kick this away to start us off. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So Notre Dame's offense making their way on the field to open this game. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs. Two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to him this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other. Both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Away from defenders. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Swarmed by the pass rush. The sack. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And here's the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Kansas's offense gets their first crack now. Got a quarterback here who was really dialed in the last game. Incredibly efficient performance. Let's see, Kirk, if he can duplicate that again today.
Yeah, he just seemed to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision was very solid. Put the ball right where the receivers can make a play. I think that's the important thing today. Going up against a defense that has great athletic ability. Just continue to make those good decisions. Be accurate with the ball. And he's got another chance to have another great day.
Inside the 45. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. The Jayhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. It's an out route, the catch made. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding on to that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. We'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
He'll field it close to midfield. Can he make it? Touchdown, Kansas. He sprints into the end zone.
And just like that, we flipped the script in this football game. Great job of setting up his blocks, being patient, and then using the afterburners for this touchdown. What a play.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll give it to the back. He breaks free. Here he goes. The 50. Past the 40. Inside the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Way too much speed on that play.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Second down, looking to throw it. By the receiver. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a 9. They're going backwards with that penalty call. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Caught. Completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Looking to throw. It's Banks. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Jayhawks are looking to keep this drive going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Jayhawks will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. The Jayhawks line it up with 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
1st and goal, try to run it in. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Moves out of the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They cap the drive with 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. They lose 3 in that play. So now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. And when you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers,
On a second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And here comes the punter onto the field. He'll field it close to the 50. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Keeping it on the ground here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Kansas.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Point after, knocked right through. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. Looking to throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Rivera. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting him off. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it on the move. The junior trying to take his shot, but overthrows his man.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throw to the running back in the flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Looking for 6. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big 4th down to see if they can keep this going.
And he's got it, no problem.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Kansas offense is back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And there's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The Jayhawks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Close to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Catch made in space. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
This defense has got to do a better job of coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the Jayhawks trying to cash in here in the red zone. And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They finish off the scoring drive. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. It's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. The defense make adjustments. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Willingham. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a fumble. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover.
When the ball's on the ground and somehow the running back recovers it himself, he's got to be relieved and elated at the same time. Tell you who else is elated, Chris, his offensive coordinator and the head coach over on the sideline.
Complete to the tight end.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Tough spot here. Second and long from their 19. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
He shreds the tackle. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. That's reeled in. It's Willis. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough. It's down.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing, and he'll set up to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. They look to throw it here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Kansas offense is back out there now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Oh, it would have been a big... momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. He's swarmed by the defense. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. See if the offense... overcome that holding penalty. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now they call a run. It's a fumble behind the line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Jayhawks will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense needs 10 yards on this 4th down to keep the drive going.
Let's go.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looks to the left for a quick throw. What a catch! Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first.
And it's a long distance house score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Run it here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Punt team ready to boot it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17. And the Jayhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Kansas. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Notre Dame, 10.
Returner looking to create better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Brings up second down.
And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Snags the quick throw. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
That makes the score Kansas 56, Notre Dame.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And he's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Chris, that's another sack. I got to turn to the statistician. I've lost track. There's been so many. Can't we just call this game? In all honesty, they should start considering a mercy rule like they do in college baseball or softball. Enough.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. To the air. It's Sanders. Cut quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Pretty easy. for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his second interception today.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Look out, room to run here. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And it's a bunch formation. Looking downfield. It's Sanders. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Kansas offense is back out there now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a design quarterback keeper. He finds some space. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Jayhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Leaning on the run game here late. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Second and goal for the offense. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Banks. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Kansas, 63, Notre Dame.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly?
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Important 3rd down play coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. 2nd and long for this offense after the sack. To throw, it's Sanders. And he's hit right as he throws it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Has the first down and more. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. But barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Receiver in motion now. Design quarterback run. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
4th down, looking to throw for it. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Breaks into the open. across midfield. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This turning point.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Back to pass. It's Sanders. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
After that incompletion, the offense will get set to punt. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball for 31. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass falls incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.